is newspaper review.
All right, thank you for joining us. And time to introduce the one who calls me Young Claire, and I call him Chooks the Boy.
Yeah.
Chukwudiokulibuaja. It's 1-1.
You see me, my boy shirt?
You've always called him Chooks the Boy. That's why I called you a young girl. And you're saying
this
you're
is
not
what
a
they
young
call
girl.
2025. Here I come.
I can see.
That's what I'm saying. Jumai, how you doing?
I'm fine. I can see your swag as
The
you walked
parent
into the
welcomes
studio.
you to 2025.
Yeah.
Good wishes all the way.
Amen.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
My learned philosopher. Don't tell me I didn't read philosophy. Otherwise, I report you to Professor Ike Okechukwu.
Good to see you. Joy.
Same here.
Clear. Okay, let's begin with the papers, Chooks. We have the leadership newspaper to begin with, and above the masthead, tax reform. Northern governors not fighting Tinubu, as coming from the Nasarawa state governor. And 35 terrorists, 6 soldiers killed in Damboa attack. The information is inside the paper if you want to look at it. It's on page 16. And below the masthead, something that most Nigerians are concerned about, call data rate increase imminent as FG agrees to tariff raise. One details on page 7. Japa, Agbero, Eba, 419, 16 other Nigerian words included in Oxford Dictionary. Isn't it amazing? Details on page 7. And the headlines in the leadership newspaper, Japa syndrome, medical doctors turn to artificial intelligence for diagnosis. And with riders, expert divided, tax government on investment. AI, others can reduce human error by 99%. That's coming from Nigerian doctors. No, it is no substitute for human expertise, and consultants are saying that, and it's a welcome development. That's coming from the federal government. At the side piece of the headlines in the leadership newspaper, terrorists kill 18 people in Imo. Details on page 6. We are united, says Northern Elders Forum. Details on page 7. Port Harcourt Warri Refineries Okupe apologizes to Kerry over criticism. We find the details on page 26. University of Abuja denies breach of law in VC's appointment. Find all the details on page 16. And the picture story you see there, 56 children between the age of 4 and 12 intercepted in a 15-seater bus by the FCT Police Command in Abuja yesterday. Let me quickly go to the Blueprint newspaper. And above the masthead of the Blueprint newspaper, allegation of plotting with Nigeria to destabilize Niger baseless. That's coming from the French government. Details on page 9. Below the masthead, court dismisses Emefiele's jurisdictional challenge, orders trial to proceed. Details on page 4. News, pipeline vandalism, group scores Tantita PINL high on surveillance. And new Super Eagles coach Chanel arrives Nigeria Sunday. The headlines, how I grew from being Almajiri to becoming NNPCL boss. That's coming from Mele Kyari. You have shamed me, others, critics, says Okupe. While we are at 25% implementation of 2024 capital budget, that's coming from the ministers. FG says, call data tariff hike imminent, rules out 100% increase. With rider, we have a responsibility to protect subscribers, telcos' interests. That's coming from the Minister of Communications. And at the bottom plate, JAMB generated 22 billion naira, remitted 6 billion naira in 2024 as an official statement. No vacancy in PDP leadership positions. That's coming from the PDP chairman, Damagum. And DHQ confirms attack on troops in Damboa. 34 terrorists neutralized, 6 soldiers lost. Claire?
All right, thank you, Jume. I'll take the People's Daily. And People's Daily, and I like to start with the picture story. And the picture story is very, very important because we discussed about this on Good Morning Nigeria. Of course, reorienting the minds and hearts of Nigerians. If you take a look, and this was one of the videos we showed. It has also been trending on the social media. That's the vandalization of manholes and other government infrastructure in the FCT. And this picture is a picture of officials responding, to the various sensitization about the incident. And this is repairs of vandalized manholes in Central Business District in Abuja yesterday. And I think this is very, very important that when such videos or such issues are raised either here on the NTA or elsewhere, the relevant authorities, rise to the occasion to handle, those issues. And this is, I think we should thumbs up for the FCT for rising to this occasion.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Repair of vandalized manholes in Central Business District area in Abuja yesterday, and work has commenced. And I hope that they'll be thorough because there were other areas I personally visited yesterday, and I witnessed quite a number of manholes, that have been vandalized. Other story just atop that picture, 3 children stolen from Bauchi, sold in Anambra, have been reunited with their families. That's good news. It's on page 5. And flood killed 24, displaced more than 30,000 households in 2024. That's according to Bauchi State Government. You can read up that page 4. And on security, troops kill 34 terrorists, recover over 200 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition in Borno. And there are also other stories trending at the foot of the paper. But I want to read out this particular one. We said, police raise alarm over rising missing persons cases in Ogun. That's the police raising the alarm over rising missing persons cases in Ogun State. All right, Chukwudi.
Yeah, thank you. The manhole vandalism you showed there, it is not as if this is the first time it's happening.
No.
But kudos must go to the current FCT minister. One thing about Wiki, whatever divide, part of the divide you assume, concerning his controversial life, because he is controversial, I don't think he's going to contest that, is that when he says he wants to do something, he does something. I think it's Live and Let Die, one of the Bond series, James Bond.
Yeah, Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die.
Live and
I
Let
think
Die,
so.
yes.
The chief villain asked one of his, bad men. He came back mutilated, his face was bloodied and everything all over him. The man asked him, what happened to you? He said, Bond. Meaning James Bond happened to him. After his tenure, they will ask Abuja, what happened to you? They will say, Wiki.
But let me just take it a bit further.
He has better enjoy this praise because when I launch into other things, he might not like that too much.
Let me just also take it a bit further. Yes, while we commend the FCT authorities for doing this, we should also ask that the authorities should not wait for the social media or for NTA. There should be a task force, dedicated task force, monitoring, patrolling the this is a federal capital city. I mean, for crying out loud. This is
the manholes exist on expressways,
yes.
broadways, Americans would call them. You can't come and pilfer without anybody
seeing you.
Many of the manholes vandalized, their lids are pried off, actually exist in front of companies that have guards
precisely.
on 24-hour basis.
Yes.
See something, say something, doesn't work for those security guards.
Who
are we?
It's heartbreaking that Nigerians will be destroying something government, something you need. Not one.
Taking it too far. It's heartbreaking that Nigerians will destroy their own thing.
That's what I'm saying. Destroy their own thing provided by government, and then we come and say government is not doing anything.
Unfortunately,
I've seen a lot of serious accidents happen because of those manholes,
Jimmy,
especially the ones in the middle of the road, you know, when you're passing.
Jimmy, you know, unfortunately, when we had a conversation around change of attitude on this program,
Yes.
I think it was either
On
yesterday,
Monday, I think.
on Monday,
Monday or
yesterday,
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Yes, you know. I think it was Professor Oke Ikechukwu that said, look, no matter what academic lectures or seminars or conferences you hold, it will not change the mindset, attitude of the caliber of people who do this. You know,
Attitude is
yes.
attitude.
What you need to do is to build, you know, inculcate the right attitude from the scratch, from the family institution, from the parents,
Thank you.
from schools,
Right from the cradle.
exactly.
That's it. That's how it works.
You know, so that as this generation of people are going, they don't hand over.
I don't think we're devoting time to this.
You know?
It starts with the parents. I keep on saying parents have no excuse in the area, in an era when they are launching so many excuses about how they cannot look after their children properly anymore. The first thing they tell you is that the economy is so bad.
Yes.
Attitude is everything.
It's everything.
Religion
actually.
is not going to turn a bad attitude into a track to heaven. Because the petty thief
will become the armed robber
petty
tomorrow.
thief will become the executive thief with academic
tomorrow,
joining what he has cultivated.
To also add, before I know Jume, yes, to also add, I think it was Ahmad Sajo that also, you know, said we must also learn to appreciate, to, you know, give reward and punish offenders, give rewards to those who are deserving of the rewards, and then punish those who deserve to be punished. The institutions themselves must also be alive to their responsibilities. Now, if we have a very thorough and effective institution, you know, monitoring, guarding our infrastructure. Yes. If, for instance, let's say the CCTV or whatever, you know, was functional and effective, those people would have been apprehended. There was a video of a man in one of these what do you call it now? No, these coaster buses. Yes. You know, cutting away in the dark. He came. So this is an enlightened man.
Who are we?
You know, parked his car.
Who are we?
And was cutting away
Godly
the manholes.
and not godly.
Exactly. On that note, I have to let you go. I can't
Kellen
Yari
is 60 and it's telling us he was an Albajiri.
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with being an
course. No.
Albajiri.
It's a tradition. Anybody from Borno State who is a Muslim must have gone through the Almajiri
It tells
system.
you can become anything.
Anything, yes.
It's the bad things you associated with Almajiri that is actually demonized.
And the perception that we have of the
Congrats to
Almajiri.
him. Director, thank you for letting that go.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bless you.